Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, Wendy O, and we're going to be talking about the shocking truth about fraud at Binance U.S., which I don't think any occurred, to be honest with you. But more importantly, we're also going to talk about the shenanigans of what's going on with Richard Heart. I think it's absolutely hilarious what he's doing, and I think it's absolutely hilarious that the SEC can't get a hold of him. And again, I don't care about your guys' personal opinion about Hex. Is it a scam? Is it not a scam? What about their community? I don't personally care. I don't care what people invest in. I just think that the SEC has completely overstepped their bounds in what they're doing. And I don't know if I'll talk about it on this show or I'll talk about it later on the second media piece, but what they're doing is they're causing inner fighting between our community. And the reason why they're doing this is because they want to destroy us. Because the easiest way to take down a community or a group of people that feel the same way about similar things is to create inner fighting between them. And that's exactly what the SEC is doing. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Also, too, I put a poll up. Do you guys still want me to live stream? Because I'm thinking about merging over from live streams to just pre-recorded videos. Because I haven't been feeling well, and I haven't taken a break in anything that I've been doing for God knows how long. I'm getting tired. So I don't know. I just thrown that out there to see, because we could do pre-recorded videos, but it's really kind of up to the community at this point, whether what we're going to do or not. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, wrong screen. Silly me. That's what my daughter says. Silly me. She's a sweetie. Oh, it's still not coming up. Darn it. Hold on a second. It was working earlier. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go here. Aha. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see back. Oh, you guys saw all that. I don't even care anymore. All right. Anyways, this is the current chart. Everything is up. Everything is green. Everything is looking absolutely gorgeous. We love it. We're very, very much here to it. But also too, before we really kind of get started, it's almost Giving Tuesday, and the Self-Care Lab actually posted, well, actually they did post it last week. But if you guys are interested in giving, this is an organization that I have raised money for. Believe we raised close to $80,000 for them over the last few years. And this was going to be the organization I donated the DOT proposal to, but people didn't kind of give me a chance to see that through, because we just like to mindlessly attack people on the internet for clout. But if you guys would like to give to the Self-Care Lab, it's one of the organizations I support. If you don't know what they do, it's a boxing gym that utilizes boxing as a form of mental health, as a form of therapy. And why is that so important? Well, a lot of us that grew up, that trauma happened to us, whether it was adults or kids. In some families, therapy wasn't an option, and there's also not a lot of good therapists out there. I have not had any luck with therapists in my life, and I've been to quite a few, partially because how I grew up and all the custody stuff that my parents went through and all of those things, which we won't even get into that, because my mom really, I feel so bad for her and everything that she was put through. But boxing and martial arts is a great form of mental health, an outstanding form of mental health. And it's actually helped me a lot. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to work out this morning, so I didn't get my mental health stuff in. I was dealing with something else. But if you guys want to donate, Self-Care Lab does a great thing for inner city kids and for adults too. And I think we tend to forget how important mental health is. And that's another reason why we talk about treating people with kindness, treating people with decency. You don't have to like somebody, but treating someone with decency is important. Especially if they got kids, because that all transpires towards the babies. But anyways, that's what's going on. If you guys want to donate, great. If you don't, it's fine. Nice said boxing saved my life. Boxing saved my life too. It saved my life. And I'll tell you guys that story really quickly. So when I was underage, I was dating an older guy, and he was doing bad things to me. And I was a kid. It was right after my dad died. I think he was 17 and I was 13, something ridiculous like that. My dad died when I was around 11. So he was doing bad things to me. But he knew how to box. He knew how to fight. So, he taught me how to box and fight. And I took it very, very, very seriously. And I was able to get enough confidence to leave him one day and to be able to fight him off. So when I talk about martial arts and when I talk about respecting the art and when I talk about the power of it, that's really what I'm referring to. And this is also why we shout out House of Ruth a lot for those types of things. And I think it's important to, like all the influencer fighting that I'm seeing on the internet and them doing boxing, all that stuff, to me, it's ghetto. To me, it's low class. To me, it's like very disrespectful of the sport because they're not doing it for the true intent and purpose. The true intent and purpose of martial arts was for mental perseverance and also to defend yourself if you got somebody attacked you. And again, I grew up in a kung fu studio. My dad was really, really great friends with the man who brought the art to America, and he came, was at my house all the time, etc. My dad took that type of stuff very seriously. And martial arts is for mental health, and it's for, it's for health, also exercise, and it's also to defend yourself. It's not to be made a mockery of. So that's just my opinion. That's how I view a lot of this stuff. My dad felt the same way too. So this is why we really shout out the Self-Care Lab and why we shout out the House of Ruth so much, is because it's something that's very personal to me. And yes, I have used House of Ruth services in the past. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about crypto. I know you guys don't want to hear about this type of stuff. Nobody cares. Well, JC, I didn't really come out on the better side, but we're still here. We are still here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin price action. Also, too, TradingView, it's the last day. You guys can go ahead and get the 70% off sale. The reason why I'm shilling this to you guys so hard is because it's just a great service. A product. I absolutely love it. And then taking a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Miss B and see what she's doing. She is up. We're currently on our way up, getting ready to touch about $40,000, which is great. Thus far, I've kind of been wrong about this drop. I expected us to kind of have a little bit of volatility, drop to about 32,000, and that happens. I'm more than okay with being wrong. Taking a look at the daily chart over here. Daily chart is showing some nice upward movement, but we still have that area of about 38.6 to break above and to sustain. Overall, though, we're just kind of following the trend line here, which seems to be fine, and everything is looking pretty good. I think that my top play this cycle is going to be algo, and the reason why is I just see so many people. It's not that I'm seeing a bunch of people talking about it, but I know it's being adopted in different ways. And I think they're part of the WEF people, and I feel like it might just be a good grift to get to capitalize on. So we take a look at algo. We'll take a look at it on Binance to show you guys here. We're still, like, if you zoom out, this just looks probably like the best play to me. Look at it. It really hasn't done it. Like, it hasn't popped off. And then when we kind of take a look at Sol, where is that? Where in the hee-haw is it? The reason why I want to show you guys Sol is because it kind of already popped off already. Sol already popped off. It broke out of this parabolic or this little downtrend over here. Okay. So that's what I'm expecting to happen with algo. What I would like to happen with algo. And again, like that, even that right there, 50 cents would be like 4 or 5 times. I'm actually going to buy some algo right now. We'll market buy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. 1 second. Okay. I just want to get this up. Stupid apps updating. I'll deal with this later. I don't have patience for it. I'll go ahead and buy some later. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. And again, we are partnered with phemex. So if you guys want to use the ref link, great. If you don't want to use the ref link, that's fine too. If you use the ref link, make sure you read the terms of services and understand not your keys, not your coins. Okay. Not your keys, not your coins. All right, so let's take a look back at the chart with Bitcoin. So I don't know, with Bitcoin, it's, to me, like when we get bullish like this, when we see bullish price action, I'm not like, I don't get super excited or super over the moon. It's more so like I'm just kind of watching us do this, continue on this bullish price action, and again, eventually kiss $40,000. And again, if we pull back and we break below this, we can see, a retest of about 36.2 here. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of stuff. Okay, this is my Twitter feed. All right, this first story here. Let's talk about Binance. Okay. So CZ has decided to step down from his role of chairman of board of Binance of directors. CZ doesn't have a choice, you guys. He doesn't have a choice. He was forced to by the DOJ. The DOJ basically, and we talked about this yesterday, we talked about in the second media piece, the DOJ forced him, pretty much says, you can't be on the Binance board for 3, or you can't have anything to do with Binance. You're going to pay the $4.3 billion fine and you're going to do jail time. And I clap back and I ask questions and I get mad about this. And it's not because I'm a CZ simp. It's not because I'm like obsessed with them. It's not because they're paying me, which I wish they would cut me a check. It would be nice to make a little bit of money. But at the same time, they're not. This is just my opinion. Okay. And my opinion is that all the crypto exchanges are being attacked because this is the way that they can control crypto. And again, like my whole thing is, and my whole argument is, and I'm not saying CZ did anything wrong. Or that he was perfect. Same with Binance. I'm simply saying, why are the banks still allowed to transact? And the same people that were overseeing the banks, they are also allowed to still have their position. Look at JP Morgan with the JE stuff. Look at this. I mean, look, it's in front of our eyes. It's absolutely in front of our eyes. So the people that are mad and they're like, oh, Binance, blah, 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 blah. You're a scammer, you support Binance. No, I'm just asking basic questions. And if you don't understand what I'm asking, I don't know what to tell you. This is pretty simple stuff. Like, I don't understand how some people were brought up to where they don't want to continue to ask questions. How can you look at the Binance situation and say that CZ was treated fairly? How? How is he treated fairly compared to Sam? And again, FTX was planned. It was all completely planned. But anyways, let's go ahead and read some of this story over here, okay? So Binance U.S. provided an update related to last week's news regarding CZ and Binance.com. They said that Binance U.S. is not part of the DOJ settlements. They do not have any outstanding enforcement matters with the DOJ, FinCEN, OFAC, or CFTC. They're fully operational. CZ decided to step down from his role as chairman of their board of directors and transferred his working rights through a proxy agreement. His interest in the company is purely economic, and he will no longer be involved in the governance. They had to remove him because of the DOJ lawsuit. Now, some of you are probably going to ask me, Wendy, should I use Binance U.S? If I were you, there's no reason to use, like, the exchanges that are the only exchange that's probably going to be left standing after this is probably going to be Coinbase and any other crypto exchange that the United States of America, the public servants, can use, okay, that they can utilize and they can extort. And I've told you this about Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong seems like he's for the people, but he's not. He is for the ivory towers. He is for the public servants. He's just another rich, privileged dude that could give two absolute F's about you or this industry. He is absolutely here for the money. Am I here for money? Partially, but I'm also here because I can help improve my quality of life and other people's quality of life. And this is why I continue to do what I do. He's 100% here for the money, and he's a businessman, and I, got to respect it. And again, this is why I tell you guys, the law is not on our side. The law is not on our side in any way, shape, or form. I have never had the law protect me from anything in my life. Ever. Even when I went to them and I asked them and I said, can you help me with this? Nope, we can't help you with this. So what you have to do is you have to learn to grift ethically and legally within the constraints of the law. And that's not a bad thing. It is simply being a law-abiding citizen, but doing things within the realm that was created. And that's what Brian Armstrong is doing. So if you've got funds on Binance US, you should probably get them off. You should probably get them off any exchange. You shouldn't have funds on any exchange ever. You shouldn't. But back to the next part of this situation over here. So SEC keeps pressuring for evidence of a potential fraud at Binance US. So basically, the SEC is still looking for evidence that Binance and CZ may have had a backdoor to control assets stored on Binance US. No, that was FTX. Gary, that was FTX. SEC sued Binance and Binance US in June, alleging they operated illegal securities exchanges. Lawsuit included SEC concerns about potential for Binance to misappropriate the American crypto assets in an FTX-style fraud. No, that was just FTX. That was just FTX. And you guys too, we've looked at the volume on Binance US. It's like nothing. It's like $5 million a day or something ridiculous. Like, it's not even worthy of anything. Okay, it's not even worthy of anything. When we take a look at CoinGecko, we take a look at their exchanges. We can go to the crypto exchanges. We can look at Binance US. Binance US. Oh, I'm sorry, $13 million in volume. Monthly visits 1 million. 1 million visits. 1 million visits. This is a nobody exchange. It's a nothing exchange. It's ridiculous. But again, we got to be protected because we're not capable of protecting ourselves or making smart decisions for ourselves. At a status hearing Monday in federal court, Binance U.S. attorney Matthew LaRoche said the SEC has no evidence that assets have been misused. Judge told both sides to aim to resolve their disputes and update him by December 15th. So basically, the U.S. is taking our taxpayer dollars and they are going to just go ahead and continue to investigate something that probably didn't happen. And if it did happen, it's going to be minuscule in comparison to what the public servants and the bad guys are doing in this country. But that's okay because they get away with it. That's okay. I love to see it. And you know what? This also happens on crypto Twitter too. It's so funny to see. It's so funny to see the specific people that are calling scammers out or accusing people of scamming when it's always the ones that are actually doing it. And this has been a cycle that's been happening forever. And it's not just with public servants. It's not just with TradFi. It's not just with crypto, but it's in every sector. It's always some of the loudest bunch. The loudest minority is generally always the rudest and always the ones that are doing things. I can't tell you how many people who have called me out for doing things, for doing disclosed paid promotions that have been caught dumping on people, that have been caught doing all kinds of unethical things. Like over here, we ethically grift. We disclose everything. Why? Because that's what we do. We grifted within the constraints of the law, and somebody will probably clip that and use it, whatever. I don't even care. But back to what I'm saying. So the Binance founder CZ, he's stuck in the U.S. for the moment. So we talked about this yesterday. The judges will not let him leave the United States of America, that he's a flight risk. They don't want him to go to the UAE, which I kind of can understand that because when it comes to the UAE, they don't have the same types of extradition laws, but I feel like it could be something that could be worked into a contract with the UAE government, et cetera. It's just our public servants don't want to do it. Of course not. The sentencing is set for February 23rd, 2024, and the DOJ wants to keep CZ in the U.S., arguing he could be a flight risk. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. There's a story that came out next, but I am going to talk about it later because I'm going to go off. I'm going to go off on this one. But basically, Coinbase subpoenaed by CFTC sends emails to customers as concerns mount. We're going to talk about what this means later. But basically, to all of you that thought you were smarter than the law, that are not paying your crypto taxes, or that are acquiring debt and have no business of paying your debt off because you got all your money in crypto, it doesn't work that way. They're going to be subpoenaing and getting all kinds of stuff, and it's just going to be a complete and hot mess. But we'll talk about that later. But let's get into this next story. And if you're watching this, make sure to smash a like. That helps support me and the channel. If not, that's fine too. I wouldn't want to support me either. All right, taking a look at this next story with Coinbase, okay? So today, Brian Armstrong joined UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and CEOs from the largest global banks and technology companies in London for the Global Invest Summit. Cool. Basically, what this means is that Brian Armstrong from Coinbase is going to continue to get himself into these right circles, and they're going to help execute the CBDC. I think Coinbase is going to do it on a United States level, and Binance will do it on a global level now. Or the person that's purchasing FTX may do it. Okay. So now we have that. That's out there. And again, this is all for CBDC. Brian Armstrong is not your friend. Should you invest in coin? Probably. You probably can grift and make a ton of money. But anyways, let's go ahead and I want to take a look at the coin chart because I'll cover the story a little bit more. But where's coin? Did I have it here? I did not have it here. Coin. Okay. Coinbase Global. I think this is the right one. Is this it? I don't know. I don't really care. What are we at? 114. Yeah, this thing is going to continue to shoot up. We broke out of this range over here at about $98. We're going to run up to about 144. I should have bought some the other day when I had the chance. Darn. But anyways, when we do take a look at the story here, so Brian Armstrong joined the UK Prime Minister and CEOs from the largest global banks and tech companies in London for the Global Investment Summit. The summit highlights the event for 200 global CEOs across industries, including major financial institutions and tech firms. Theme: Innovation for Human Progress. Showcase British innovations with AI, quantum, agri-tech, clean growth, advanced manufacturing, life sciences, and fashion businesses. Coinbase is the only digital asset platform invited. regulatory conferences. UK government and regulators developed regulations fostering Coinbase's confidence. And I don't even want to read this. This is stupid. It's just dumb. UK aims to be a global hub showcase in events like Global Investment Summit. It's just a bunch of fancy suits circle jerking each other. That's really what it is. And they're going to be taking away all of our liberty because why not? All right. So this next story is actually stupid. So, well, actually not this one. So sports leagues are now being sued for promoting FTX report. And again, this is absolutely insane. So sports leagues are facing lawsuits for featuring FTX promotions that were visible to fans. Some leagues that reportedly promoted FTX include Major League Baseball, Formula One, Mercedes-Benz, AG Racing Team. Investors' lawyers sued MLB, which had a partnership with FTX. Other leagues signed promo deals with FTX before the collapse. And investors claim these leagues helped push the sale of unregulated securities through promotional deals with the cryptocurrency site. They claim that the leagues did not do their due diligence, and they claim the leagues got distracted by the money. If you're somebody who thinks that this lawsuit is okay, unsubscribe from the channel. This is absolutely insane. Gary Gensler from the SEC literally met with Sam Bankman-Fried, was meeting with Sam Bankman-Fried, and he didn't bust him. The fact that the chair of the SEC was meeting with the founder of this organization, and now you're going after the sports teams. What about President Biden? Sam Bankman-Fried was the largest donor to President Biden, the second largest donor. What about the politicians who took money, but you're going to go after the sports teams for promoting a company that wasn't even allowed for that American users couldn't even use? That doesn't even make any sense. And you understand why I'm saying that our law does not protect people. It is literally meant to hurt people. It's meant to hurt good people. I don't think the sports teams had any idea. A lot of people had no idea about FTX, and to go after and sue them is ridiculous. All that's going to do is make ticket prices and make the events more expensive to fans. That's all it's going to do. That's how you do trickle down economics. It's all going to get passed down to the fans. So you got screwed with FTX U.S. and now you're getting screwed by your favorite sports teams raising prices. This is absolutely atrocious. And it's the same idea with shoplifters. When shoplifters come in and start stealing, it raises prices for consumers that are actually paying for products. 1 + 1 = 69 in the United States of America. God bless Gary Gensler. But this story is funny and I love this. The SEC is having trouble serving Hex founder Richard Heart with its lawsuit. I absolutely love this. So basically, the SEC requested in August that the Ministry of Justice of Finland serve lawsuit to Richard Heart for allegedly selling unregistered securities, accused of raising over $1 billion in unregistered securities offerings since the end of 2019. I personally don't care about Hex. I don't care what the community does. If you guys made money with Hex, congratulations. If you lost money with Hex, that sucks. I'm sorry. I think this is awesome, though. I think it's great. It's like a big FU to the service. This is very punk rock of him. But is he guilty for what they're saying? Is he a scammer? I don't know. I've had him on the channel twice. I don't know if he's a scammer or not. I don't know if he did anything bad or not. It's not really my business. I was never affiliated with the project. I think I got airdropped some Hex tokens in a wallet once. I think it was like 10 cents or something ridiculous. So I personally don't care, but I'm just really sick of the SEC going after everybody. And that's primarily because this stupid story here. Sports leagues are now being sued for promoting FTX. That's ridiculous. It's just dumb. Like, how dumb is all this stuff? We have 304 concurrent viewers. I feel loved. You guys can go ahead and smash a like. That helps me support the channel before I completely quit, because I'm very tired and depressed today. These clowns are making the dirty letter. Yeah, they are. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But yeah, Bull Trap Wendy, 21% of the poll are a bunch of douches. I don't care. We love you, Kenya. I don't care. I'm just here. I'm just trying to survive, to get through this life. But anyways, I think it's funny that they can't find him. And I actually am going to agree with my favorite person in the world, Charles H., in a moment. Okay. So basically, they accused him of using proceeds for cars, clothes, a black diamond called the Enigma, which this is just great. Latest SEC is having trouble serving him. A teleconference was set for November 28th, but postponed to January 30th. And I think he's somewhere in Russia, which again, because whatever it is. So I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Is Richard Heart a scammer? I don't know. If he is a scammer, do I care? Not really. I don't think he did anything worse than what they're alleging he did than many, many other people. I personally don't care, and I think it's stupid. And this is the thing. Like, if you're a community member and you support what your founder's doing, like, who cares? I don't know. I just think it's dumb. But I do want to watch this video with Charles Hotch, with the Hotchkey, with Charles H, because I actually agree with him to an extent. And even though he and I don't get along, because some people from the Cardano community thought it'd be cute to clip my video when I had a Bitcoin maxi on and mince my words because they thought it was cute. So thank you for that. Thank you for spreading false rumors and lies. Absolutely love to see it. Thank you so much. Oh my God. But yeah, so we don't get along, I guess. I don't freaking know. I personally don't care. But anyways, let's go ahead and put this on. This is a funny clip. We're only going to watch a little bit of it and I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
I mean, if it's decentralized, how does Bitcoin register? Oh, but it's not. Then explain to me the fucking difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano.
Okay, he said the F word, so I can't. And Adam Beck, shut up. All right. So basically he said he's arguing because he's saying, what is the difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano? I'll tell you. So and I agree with Charles to an extent. I believe that Cardano should be treated the same as Ethereum because you pretty much could do the same things. Cardano has smart contracts. Now they have stable coins. They have DEXs. They have NFTs. They have other projects built within the Cardano ecosystem that is very similar to what Ethereum. And again, same exact thing. They're both POS now. Okay. Both POS. So I don't see the difference between Ethereum and Cardano. And I don't understand why we can't get any type of clarity to this. And I don't understand why Ethereum gets special treatment, but it does. Only thing I disagree with Charles here is I think Bitcoin is a completely different class. And the reason why Bitcoin is no founder, no foundation. We don't know who Satoshi is, even though it's Hal Finney. And it does act in a more decentralized system because it is mining. Mining is a lot different and a lot more secure than proof of stake. Other than that, I agree with Charles 100% on everything else. And I've always supported the Cardano people, but they don't like me because they think I've got a problem with Charles. I don't have a problem with Charles at all. I just don't take crap from people. And that's the difference between me. I don't play the card. I don't, because I think it's dumb. And I think it's okay that you can respectfully disagree with somebody. You can, 100%. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, two adults should be able to have a discussion about something. Two adults should be able to have a discussion about something and it be okay. Okay? But apparently it's not in this country anymore. I don't care. I personally don't care. But I agree with him here. Anyways, though, the key points that he talked about in the video were, how can a token be a security if it is decentralized? And what is the difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA? Why isn't Bitcoin a security? It's completely different. Bitcoin just works differently. It's in a different league. Bitcoin is decentralized, but you can still perform a 51% attack. Yeah, and you can still do other things with proof of stake that are not as secure as Bitcoin. And hundreds of millions of dollars have been attacked on crypto industry, and eventually we will move on like nothing happened. Yeah, I agree with him. All righty. So, and Altcoin Daily used that clip of Nicki Minaj, which I wish they wouldn't have done that because that's a very special clip of what she's talking about. It has nothing to do with what Charles is talking about. She's talking about being bullied as a woman in her industry and not being treated decently. And that wasn't a good clip to use with that. But anyways, Humble announces launch of government digital wallet with the state of Santa Cruz. A shout out to Ian Calderon for posting this. Ian's a friend of mine. He's been on the channel. But anyways, this is something that's going to be coming soon. Okay. So Humble in the county of Santa Cruz launched the first digital wallet of any municipal government in the state of California. Humble is a Web3 platform with a digital wallet, verified profile, search engine, ticketing, social media marketplace. And the goal of the wallet is to provide Santa Cruz residents with a modernized verified platform for government interactions, transactions, and communications. First off, I don't care about this is all stupid. What it's offering is stupid, okay? It integrates legacy Santa Cruz mobile app services like benefit applications, graffiti reporting, emergency alerts, voter registration, storm preparedness, paying property taxes, medical signups, and more. There's a lot more that needs to be put on there. Where's voting? I don't want about voter registration. I want to vote from this platform. And again, this is cool, but it's all just ushering in a CBDC. Spain's crypto crackdown declaration of foreign holdings made mandatory. Oh my goodness. So apparently Spain has introduced new regulators requiring the declaration of crypto held on non-Spanish platforms. Residents who hold crypto on platforms outside of Spain must report holdings by March 31st of 2024. It's applied to companies and individuals, and for individuals holding above 50,000 euros. For anyone storing their crypto in self-custodial wallets, reporting will be done differently through standard wealth tax form. Good luck. Also, you guys, too, if you want to get the karatecombat airdrop, they are doing that. The way I partner with them is they send me to the events, and I enjoy watching fighting. And again, we talked about why WendyO loves martial arts and how I grew up in a kung fu studio and why it's so special to me. So it's absolutely, it's super cool that I can share this with you. Super, super cool. All right, let's get into the next story. So dydx. So dydx chain starts paying trading rewards following the government's vote. If you don't have any dydx, you probably want to do some due diligence on this. Okay. So dydx is a Cosmo-based layer, and it's begin distributing dydx rewards accrued from trading activities to validators and stakers. Follows the launch of the full trading on the decentralized derivatives trading protocol. Beta mainnet of dydx chain launched November 14th, initiated active traders trading across 30 markets with up to 20 times leverage. During the beta, although staking rewards were active, trading rewards were not being distributed. Validators and stakers were accruing 100% of the proposal trading fees. Following the conclusion of the government's vote earlier today, trading rewards are now fully enabled, and they're going to be continue to pay in USDC and dydx. 6-month incentive program has also been initiated, offering rewards 20 million in dydx. dydx is a decentralized exchange. You probably should check it out because they're giving these types of rewards in their token. I don't know if it would be necessarily a great long-term investment, but it's something that you should definitely kind of keep an eye on. Okay, and this is important too. We missed a story. Bonk jumps 12% after listing on KuCoin, and it pumped 10% following the listing on KuCoin as Bonk USDT trading pair, and it's a Solana-based meme coin, and it's up 650% in the past month. When we're talking about coins that already pumped, you guys can do what you want to do, but I don't know if this would be something great to kind of jump into. Why? Well, because it's already pumped like crazy, and it looks like it's kind of, dwindling its way down. I probably, what I would do, just so I got, like, this seems really toppish to me, but again, I don't know a whole lot about the project. We bounced off of the EMA 50 and now we're currently up. So I don't know, it might be good to kind of get in this and scalp or swing, whatever it is, but it makes me nervous buying red candles. I don't like it. Next, Dogecoin now held at 5 million crypto addresses through concentration remains a concern. Why does it remain a concern? What's going on here? All right, so the number of addresses holding Doge hit 5 million for the first time. Number of active addresses on the network has doubled, more than 168,000 since March of 2022. Concentration of ownership remains an issue, and according to BitInfo charts, around 5,000 addresses control more than 80% of the supply. This happens all over the place. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but yeah. And also to you guys, just so you know, tornadocash token dumps after Binance announces delisting. Binance had to delist it because of all the drama that's going on, because tornadocash is Torn is part of the tornadocash ecosystem, which helps you mix coins because privacy does matter. It really, really does. It's a pretty serious thing. Daniel said I should stop making content, and Daniel should probably move out of his mom's basement and get a wife. That's what he should probably do. Anyways, though, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. I don't feel like roasting anybody today. But anyways, I'm sending you guys love and light. I got to get going. I've got some appointments I got to get to today, and I got to go to the gym for my stupid mental health. But anyways, you guys, I rock with you. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. I'm going to drop a really important video for you guys at 3:30 p.m. PST, so check it out. Sending everybody love and light, even the people that wish the absolute most on me. Sending you love. Bye-bye.